A yard sale, tag sale, garage sale.
Thanks.
Thank you. Wait, did I say 7?
Yeah.
Then you need another $1.
And was going first and second grade here. And my teacher was Mrs. Thomas for both years. And after that, I don't remember. But the biggest thing was we had a fire escape that looked like a tunnel. And the boys used to enjoy us girls going down that tunnel because back then you had to wear skirts or dresses. We had to make sure we held down our skirts and dresses or they would
Or they blow up.
blow up. I was here between 1951 and 1953.
I was here like from 57 to 63, 64. Because that's when President Kennedy was assassinated. I was up on the second floor in 6th grade with Mr. Fish.
What do you remember of that day?
Well, it was a regular day, and then my mother came, and she was going to take me home, and they didn't know why my mother came. And she went up with Mr. Whitaker, who was the principal at the time, and they went into the teacher's lounge and turned the radio on so he could find out that that's what had happened, that the president had been assassinated. And so he went around and told all the teachers, and we all got up and did the flag salute. And I think school let out at about 1:30.
I remember, I don't remember too much because later in years I ended up in the hospital for 30 days and had a lot of prior memories taken away. But one of the things that I had was I lived on Mill Road in North Springfield, so we had to walk to school. And one day my neighbor, Don, I think his name was Donnie Farnsworth, decided he and I were going to go and we had always walked back and forth together because we were both, he was a year ahead of me. And so we would walk back and forth, and one day we thought it was going to be fun because it was a real hot day before school was out. And we decided, because we had a brook up the road here, we decided we were going to go down to the bank and play in the brook. Well, my grandmother at the time decided that we were getting home from school, so she started walking. She found us playing in the brook, and I got this, she grabbed a tree branch off, and I got it across the back of my legs on the way home. And that was the last time we played in the brook, on the way home from school.
Are you gonna go freshen up? And how do you know the bride and the groom?
I'm her nephew.
Oh, nice.
And this is his friend, Doofus.
You're his friend?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Oh.
Next. That's why I group chat. Oh, yes, we need to underdose. 08, 5.6, 9 mil, 22.
Have you shot a gun before?
Not yet. Airsoft gun. That's a 22 long rifle. So I guess I shoot a lot. What's this? That blue one? Yeah. That's like what the police use for riots and stuff.
Well, you know a lot.
Yeah, because everything's about these things. Have you shot a gun before?
No.
Going to the army yet?
No, I haven't gone
It's
to
up
the
to
army.
him.
Will you go?
Yes. And I know that James will.
Why?
Because he's so much into like airsoft guns, BB guns.
And why would you go?
He said it looks fun and dangerous. It's not exactly fun. It's kind of more torture than anything else. Torture! Yeah, it's weird. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, jeez.
So when was the school closed?
I think it was in the 80s, about 86, I think, and then it was turned into a different type of school. It was special needs, or I think it was a land and air
Called
school.
it the Gateway at the
Yeah, it
time,
was.
and it was for emotionally disturbed students mainly.
I see.
And they had, but now that was before they could be incorporated into the public schools. They had to have their own special school, like Down syndrome, emotionally disturbed. Some of them had mental issues, those types of children.
Here's another little timeout girl too. I should put her there too.
What are timeout dolls?
Well, you know, when kids are naughty in school or at home, their parents say time out, you have to go stand in a corner. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah.
These are dolls that make children feel more comfortable about the fact that they've been put in a timeout. I'm not sure exactly how they worked because I never had children, so.
You need a lot.
How many?
It's
What table and where?
It's the table for the rehearsal dinner. It's supposed to be 3 of these tables that we're borrowing from up here
Yes.
and putting in like a line for 50 people, so maybe 4 of them.
Where is that supposed to be?
Does she have buffet tables down there?
No, we have.
No. Patricia, come here. Allie, this is important. Allie, this is really important actually, because this is happening in 1 hour.
At least she has high tops down
You're not going to walk over here for 2 seconds? I can't. Okay, because when you want to make the executive decisions later, then you can't, because I'm going to do it right now. So can you come here for 1 second?
Yeah, except that you get to do this every 2 minutes.
That is cake.
No, we only here for a couple minutes. Only here for a couple minutes. They not trap you. Seems like something not very good. I'm gonna give you a knuckle tap on the nuts. The butt is fine, right? No.
I want Leslie, Anna, Carly, all of them, Melissa.
The tables are in the.
Up here. Elise, is this a sit down?
They're in the catering tent. There's, how many tables did you want? I'm calling 4. 4 of them. Hey,
Maybe 5.
what do you do?
Maybe
about
5.
of the house?
85.
Chelsea! Oh my god! Like Chelsea!
I got a photogenic memory. But that's good, I guess, in a way. No hands on the counter. I'm half Italian and half Mohican. My mother was Indian, tribal nation out of Canada, and my dad was an Italian.
Is he affiliated with the mob?
Yeah, so he was at the war. He went over there in 41. He came back in 45. But in the meantime, his whole lifestyle changed after he came back because he was there when the bomb went off. He had to wait 3 weeks out in the middle of the ocean to come back to land to scoop up all the debris, the bodies and everything. And then the moral of the story, he stumbled across a bunch of kids. Well, they weren't kids once he got closer. It happened to be a family of midgets who were fearing for their life. So in the process, they came out with a tin box on their knees begging for mercy because they didn't want to get killed. He said, I'm not going to kill you. Take what you take. So we brought him to the U.S. Embassy base that we developed there after we put the bomb up, brought him on the ship, and we brought him back to America. That's what he did. He brought the family back because we killed a lot of people. And over half of the island died because of it. That bomb was serious. He said even to this day, he feels the radiation. Before he died, he felt the radiation. He had to go to the doctors. He died of cancer because of that. The chemical that was in that bomb, all of them died. There ain't nobody left from World War II. He was the last survivor. And yeah, so they recognized it, and so they gave him a 21-gun salute and a Medal of Honor because he was the last one that's still existing from the war. Isn't that something? Well, when he saw the little ones, he thought they were infants, and the ones that were this tall, he thought they were toddlers, but they happened to be adults. They were only 3 feet tall, the tallest ones, ranging down. The 6-year-old, 7-year-old were like that big. It was just, in their gene pool. Even in America, we have midget families. It's like my family. I'm the smallest, but the oldest boy, but the smallest. My brother Timmy's 6'11" and a half. And my brother Bobby's 7'4" 3/4", almost 7'5". He has a 24.5-inch foot. His foot's the size of 2 rulers, and he has to go to Big and Tall and have them ordered, his shoes and his clothing. That's how big he is. Remember when I told you he was a correctional officer? They have to put big guards in there because those inmates are pretty huge themselves. Well, the Marine Corps did a lot of crazy stuff to him. So he's like muscle bound, all tattooed up from the neck down. My brother is muscle bound. But he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Not a mean bone in his body. Until you piss him off. My mother, Mohegan. Her mom was full-blooded Mohegan out of Canada, out of Quebec, Canada. It was the Canadian tribe. And they were called the Ratchie, which is the Ratchet tribe. And when they came and migrated to the States here, it was the Mohegans. They switched their Indian ways and names altogether because the Mohegans and the Cheyennes merged together. They fought the Apaches, the Papaya Indians, they fought all of them. They took over more territory. And so the earlier settlers came in, that was the end of it.
That's it.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, just take a cheeseburger.
And they believe me, they got my whole life history.
Yeah.
So how did you get this tattoo?
God, now I gotta remember how I got it. I think I was like 17. I was Budweiser everything. I had the belt buckle, the shirt, bandana. I knew a guy, and he did tattoos, so I said, yeah. Hey, do one for me? Sure. He said, what do you need? How much? He goes, 12 pack. Okay. I'm good with a 12 pack of beer. Yeah, and the other one, that's a burn.
How'd you get that?
I did that.
Oh.
Yeah, I started out as a cross. Well, when I finished it with a cigarette, and then I said, well, I'm gonna put a sword through the cross, and I did not get the right utensil to make a sword. It actually ended up covering the whole cross, so now it looks like a smurf, or whatever they want to say. But
I did that at 6. Actually, I can draw. That's a little secret. I don't tell people how to draw.
yeah, my brothers know how to draw.
I used to draw Star Wars action figures when I got into Star Wars, yeah. And I don't like that. I'm not stereotyped like that. I am a free world man, and I love everybody.
So that's your dad?
Yeah, he died 7/7/96.
It's pretty
Got
cool.
my kids on my back. Intertwined there. I got all mine in prison though. This is all baby oil soot. This isn't ink. Lasts a lot longer. Her name is Dick Stream. I'm Dick, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But I dreamed about having a sailboat when I was 8 years old. And I kept begging my dad, can't we buy a sailboat? So you can see it says Dick Stream, and it was out of sailor. So I believe she's going to sail again someday.
Yeah.
Because this is the neighbors must think I'm really trash. But it's my goal to do some work. When I took a early retirement from Mass General 2009, and my wife decided she was going to divorce me because she said, well, you can't stop working, because she had to work. And so I went and I said, well, what am I going to do with my money? He says, well, the biggest black hole you can buy is a boat, because they just suck money up. This is a pimp car. It used to be my mother's cousin's car. She, Rosemary Palmer, her husband was named Clint Palmer. And Clint, they used to say he was away at college, but he was actually in prison. He was a wheeler dealer, and he got caught doing something that wasn't quite kosher. But it's a 65 Buick Riviera. And I could show it to you. The bird's been pooping on it. That's why it's got... .425 Wildcat. There was a, whoops, I'm hooked on something. My ex-wife said, get rid of it, it's a lemon. I said, no, I just had it all fixed. I'm not getting it rid of it. I was pulling it into the garage, and for some reason I hooked my wife's car, and it actually straightened my bumper out for me here. It tore her car apart. I'll show you what it did to it. But anyhow, so this is the BMW, and I hooked it right here. Not even, we knew there was bubbles there, but we didn't know it was completely rusted out, so I had no choice but then to go get a new fender, get it on there before she saw the damage I did.
Where's the ex-wife now?
The ex-wife bought a house with her boyfriend down in, well, actually, I think she used her own money, in Weymouth, or down in that area, somewhere down South Shore. Her boyfriend, for some reason, decided that she should never see or speak to me again. So we text once in a while, but he's very, he's afraid that, you know, we might get back together. But I got remarried. How long could a guy be afraid?
and never knew. Without you seems so blue. You're a creative rhyming word, but now from my heart has ever runs and fled, and that
Towards the fall, I put them out and just say free. And I got rid of about 20 last year because I don't know what to do with them. They're little babies. They fall off and you feel bad. I just can't throw them away. So you stick them in a pot and the next thing you know, you got more of them.
So I played Cumana. There's no accent on it. The town in Venezuela is Cumana with an accent, but there's no accent on Cumana. And this is a big, big favorite for Liberace. It's sort of a fake Cuban song. That's a workout. We have been given at least 6 pianos, and I shouldn't admit this, but some of them ended up in our bonfire. If I never get drunk anymore, when I'm drunk, I'm as happy as I can be. We all, this is really by my own. For I am a member of the Souse family. Sousey. Susie? Being a souse. I think I marked the page. There he is. Oh my gosh, there's my hero. That's J. Lawrence Cook. He was very close friends with Fats Waller. J. Lawrence Cook just stayed at this giant machine punching out these piano rolls, and he may have done like 10,000 piano rolls. Yeah, that was his gallstones and that was his toenails. And We did an all Elvis art show, got us a lot of publicity when we first opened up. The local family musicians, the Eastridge family, had that. You can actually wear him. You can walk around as Vinny. Yeah, there it is. There's your little head hole, so you can sort of peer out, and then your arms go in to these, I think. Or maybe your arms go into his feet, I guess. I haven't worn him yet, and I always want to wear him in the wintertime, because in the summertime I think it would be too hot to wear him. And Mini Vinny goes with the big Vinny. He's like a seahorse. He's nourishing his young in his own pouch. Come on, there, Mini Vinny, in his pouch. That's an old, yeah, that's an embarrassment. That's a jackalope that's seen better days, because without an operating budget it's hard to clean. But it's a shy animal that lives on beer, and they're able to be trapped with beer. And that's a flying killer jackalope. That's the part pheasant, part rabbit, part antelope. But usually they just stand there or they sit there, and they're a rabbit with horns. Joker's had a very rough morning. Let me know before you go to the store. We gotta get a salad, and I want some more mac and cheese. Take your fish out.
Since the last time you enjoyed it's a new kind of love at first sight. It's you, it's I all the time. Every meeting's a marvelous pastime.
See, my grandmother taught me these songs. There's some songs that I don't remember learning. I don't remember memorizing the lyrics, and she taught them to me when I was like 2 years old. So I was like, they're just in my head.
Wow. Do you ever dream that you were, living in that era?
Probably all the time. I don't dream I'm living there. I am. I do. Prove I'm wrong.
Music swells. I'm touching your hand. It tells me you're standing. And the sound of your voice, and the road that's closest to me. But a love such as ours came to be. There's a barky dog in film of a barky dog. She adds a chorus for you. I struck a house, Steven.
All the roles are really like old friends.
Nicholas and Elise, you have come here today in front of all of your favorite people and declared your unconditional love for one another. So by the power of your love and the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
It says on the front of the house 1806 or something like that, circa 1806. Bobsy would be like, why don't I do the tour? Hey, I'm gonna show them the basement, Mom. Oh, hey Bob, I'm gonna show them the basement.
Website. We sell digital challenges like this.
So you go first, go ahead.
Complete website of digital solutions.
So you know everything about this house?
I know quite a bit about the town, too. But this house was built in 1848. Want to hear something interesting? A third owner of this property, his name, if you do any research on Springfield, you'll come up with a name of Morris, the last name of Morris. His half-brother was Governor Morris, who wrote the preamble to the U.S. Constitution. Governor Morris's half-brother Lewis signed the Declaration of Independence. The way the Morrises got here is they were officers in Oliver Cromwell's army, okay? And eventually, it's a long story, but eventually they came here. They came and Richard, was it Richard? No, it was, Richard. Richard was the first Chief Justice of the New York Supreme Court, and he came up here when they had that ruling in 1764, because he was going to start, picking up some land for the province of New York. And then his son, Lewis, joined the Revolutionary Army in New York City in 1777. He ended up owning this land, but he served under General Philip John Schuyler, and who was a aide to George Washington, and then he served under George Clinton, who was Thomas Jefferson's vice president in his second term and James Madison's vice president in his first term, and then he served under General Stephen Van Rensselaer, and so it's pretty interesting. It's quite a history to this thing, really. I mean, and outside there, those columns out front, those are, they're ionic capitals on top of those columns. I thought they were wood, but they're cast iron. So I tried to figure out where the cast iron came from. In 1846, three guys got together and started a foundry here in town. And they probably cast those columns, those capitals on the top. And I just put a roof on the garage. And so the roof over this section is one color. The roof over this section is another color, and the roof over that section is another color, And so you can see how it gets divided up. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, he compliments this house, but they gave up on this part. This place is dirty.
They would have hand-hewed these, and what they do is they take a tree and they just start chopping like this with a tool caught in adze, and these guys square them up, see? They straighten them up, they square them out, and so that's how they did this part of the house.
No, when we first moved in here, this whole basement was filled to water up to here. And she still got the house, so she was trying to convince me. She's the realtor was oh yeah, we can't go in the basement because it's filled with water, but I'm why are we even looking at this house? And
did Bob really come with the house?
Oh, Bob was her, well, they weren't dating at the time. They wanted to wait to ask me. Well, this is just meets. But so, yeah.
How did they meet?
It smells. Oh, well, they Bob was friends with this guy named Keith. And Keith was banging my mom. And then my mom left Keith for Bob. But Bob, I didn't find out they were dating until this house. So he came over. He's oh, how's your mom enjoying the house? I didn't even know his name was Bob. I called him Robert. And he's been around ever since. For 10 years, I think. I think they're married underneath common law.
No, we're not. Don't you ever say that.
We're gonna have coffee too.
Okay, let me just take Bob right now. We're gonna have a lot of animals. So we have fox. One day I'm sitting in the kitchen having a cup of coffee. You got the woodchuck. What else came? The raccoon with the babies. The woodchuck and what else? And then the fox.
Fox came by here with a chicken in its mouth that they got down behind that guy's house.
The chicken. The barn. A fox just walking by with a chicken in the mouth. Bob, I think I saw a little horse. He goes,
Where? Where did you see them?
and then another horse, and then another horse. There was 5 of them running around the barn. They escaped from the barn, Down there's a shelter for the horses. And she gets the abused horses, the lady down there with that barn. In this house, you see everything. Everything. In the city, you only see squirrels. I so big. It was a woodchuck. I said, we don't have rats here. I said, I had to close that little door. On that door, there's a little thing for the cat. It was coming in and out of the kitchen at nighttime. I said, But here you see everything.
I'll just open the door. Oh yeah, something's in here. You can smell it.
If you want some interesting information on this town, you go down to the library and there's a book called The History of Springfield from 1895. Okay, about that thick. You'll learn a lot from that. And there's another one from, no, it's from 1752 to 1895, and then there's another one after that from 1895 to 1965, I think. You want to know how that came about? You want to know how that line came about? Okay, one day I was out here, and their hired hand was out here doing the raking and stuff. So I says, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm just raking." I says, "I don't you think you need to rake that because I don't think he owns it." Like that. I can be like that, you know. So the owner comes out. He just died a while back, and he comes out and says, "What's going on here?" I says, "I don't think he needs to rake that." What the hell is his name?
I don't know, asshole.
Yeah, because I don't think you own it. So he says, I'm pretty sure I own up to the edge of the driveway. I said, no, I don't think so. And so I says, I think you own 18 feet from the center line of the driveway. And so what happened was, okay, this is what happened. I'm telling you, you can't believe the shit that I found going through the deeds down there, all right?
No.
This house would have been here. There were no cars.
Right, he's gonna go up there, Bob. Yeah. He's gonna go do things.
Yeah, there were no cars, okay? There were horses, all right? So this would have just been an 8-foot path through here for the horses, all right? And
I mean, he can sit here for hours.
and by 1918, there was this guy who had been in World War I, and he was buying it, okay? He wanted this right away widened, okay? And so they widened the fucking thing, all right? And so this guy here, he's all pissed off, you know, that day, and he says, "Oh, okay, well, we'll see. We're going to get a survey in here. We're going to find out where the border is." I said, "Yeah, well, I don't know why you want to do that. Just go down to town hall. It's in there." You know, so they get a guy in here, you know, with the transit and all this shit, and shooting lines and grades, and I'm sitting in here having a cup of coffee with Anna, you know, and I says, "Oh look, somebody just went by with a yellow tape measure."
What?
No, I think it's a surveyor. I says, because I took a nail, I took a big log cabin spike, and I put it where I thought the border was. And when he was giving me shit, I says, I put a nail here, Dave, where the border is. Oh, you put that nail there? Yeah, I put it there. And he says, yeah, well, we'll see. You know, so when they came back with the surveyor, we're sitting in there having a cup of coffee, and they started giggling, okay? And I says to her, I says, you know what they're giggling about? She goes, what? I says, that spike I put in the ground. She says, we'll see how long they giggle. So we're sitting there, sipping our coffee, and they just took a shovel out, you know. So the guy took a shovel and jabbed it in the ground, clank, hit a surveyor's spike right where that wooden thing is there. You know, so and so they kept acting up, you know, putting orange pipes everywhere. And so I says to her, she says, don't cause any trouble. I said, no, I'm going to put a stone down there. No, don't do that. I said, no, I know there's a nice piece of white quartz. I'm going to stick that down there. You know, I'm putting the stone down there, and every time the guy would go by, he'd go like this.
And the deorder was a
quarter. Look at the stone, you know. And then his guy doing the lawn slammed into it, probably on purpose, and broke the stone in half. You know, so I mortared it back together, you know, and then finally he died. I didn't want to upset her, so I just put a piece of wood down there.
Here still,
just so she know where to mow, okay?
Do you have anything special? Oh, I have this too that my ex gave me. I always score. Can't get you out of my head. Your place or mine. Just me and you on a hot desert island. You can keep this. Yeah, he gave me that on our anniversary, and I gave him coffee and a sweatshirt. He's probably spent $10 on that or $5, and I spent like $50. And I also got him another sweatshirt that was $60, but I kept it. Oh, this isn't mine. This is my mom's. It's my mom's stuff when she got her DUI. That's her. She hit the classes for me. She felt comfortable getting it, revealing it to me once I got a DUI. So then we were like, oh, we're on the same terms. I don't know what this is. These are phone numbers to It's Not Too Late group. And then bringing heaven down to earth. 365 meditations. Oh, I actually could use this. I just don't read that often. In the Ancient Book of Formation by Beyonce. No. If your heart races, return to one. I don't get that. Oh, this is my dog, the one I told you died.
Tick.
You found a tick?
Yes, I had a tick on the back of my head. And you know, I always say, I think I have a tick on me. Check me, Bob, check me, Alan, check me. No, it's in your mind. I flip my hair, and he's in shock. You do have a tick.
I know.
Mom, stay still, stay still. And then Bob's like, give me it. Alan's looking for tweezers. Bob just takes it, yanks it out my head and just
I was gonna burn it.
cuts him in half.
Oh yeah.
Because of Lyme
Well, she has like
disease.
this she has like this brown area on the back.
Mr. Online, your kids,
I
we're
know.
online.
I have the picture.
He takes a
I'm not
picture
gonna
of my
share.
back and it says I have cancer and I'm dying.
It's a 93%.
Yeah, and he has cancer. I said, let's put a dot with a pen. Let's see what that is. That was 84% cancer. Ink dot. You guys do not believe
WebMD.
everything you hear online.
Mom, you
There's
have like
an
shit
ass-
on your foot.
There's what?
You have shit on your foot.
No, that's barbecue sauce. You know me when I cook. It's not shit, Alan. Only you step on shit. You stupid enough to. It tastes good.
She's hit me 5 times. 3 body punches, tight twists in the chops. Sometimes I catch them. You know, she'll swing and I'll catch that, and then she'll swing the other and I'll catch that. And I said, what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna kick you between your legs. No, I have not hit him. Come on.
Yes, you have.
No, he's gonna think I abuse you. My God.
I've never hit her.
No, but you come this close.
Yeah.
Because you know better.
Right.
You know, this is life. This is real life, honey. They get in your face, you gotta boom out of the face.
I was knocked out on the bed and she woke up and there was glass in the front. You know where you guys came in? Yeah, but I won. Bob fixed the window.
We're just gonna keep sending bread until we run out of bread, or they tell us to stop sending bread.
Sounds good.
But a while then you go try to get it though. And you can be one pizza person.
All right, this one's ready.
Oh, Evan, you shit. That's my bad. That's my bad.
They won't notice.
Oh shit.
Honestly,
How are you?
All right, get ready for the 5 questions. We have 5 answers.
Make sure they eat it.
They'll eat it. Should we go get the other one too?
Right by the pig?
Yeah. All right, let's.
Where is it?
No.
Just kidding, not there. He's joking.
You want it right by the.
We'll bring it right to you.
Catch it, Dad.
One glass of wine.
Yeah, same thing. Right. We're just like, wait. Yeah. Local sometimes give me like 2 every year. Here, not only can I pull a pig, I can pull my thumb off.
What's the plan for the silverware? Are we sending that to the dish pit? Do we have silverware?
Zed just ate food off of a random person's plate.
Yeah.
In or on top of the grate? In.
Mix it in.
Extra. Don't get distracted, guys. Got shit to do.
and Gus, be careful of your dill usage, because this is all we got.
Yes, heard.
We can't wait to see what the future holds for you, and you two share a passion for love and life that is rare and beautiful. I want you to know truly how extraordinarily, such a long word, extraordinary.
I know that one lean that leaves. We go get something to eat, Tessa. Ew, I'm gonna bring him outside.
I'm following you.
I found a giant worm. I found a giant worm. I found a giant worm. Yeah, you do. No, we're gonna put him out. Okay, what's he gonna do?
He's so high right now.
Just don't think about it.
I'm not. I'm trying.
this life with Elise. Elise appeared as like a goddess in our life. Let's all raise our hands and say, Jah Rastafari.
Thank you all, my family and friends. Let's fucking go. Let's party.
One, but it's kind of full. So, yeah, we're about to send. Should we grab more glass racks from the restaurant?
Yes.
Definitely.
Tall ones.
Okay, hurry. Evan, we need tall glass racks when we go with Seth from the restaurant.
Am I not going with you?
Evan wants to go.
My boy.
Plus, you're hanging back.
My boy, thank you. I love Zed, but I can't go on another magical adventure.
Oh God, what did he do to you?
He doesn't do anything. It's just, it sucks. I can't believe he's never gonna want to go to the restaurant again. Too bad for him. He's getting fucked. Good answer.
Wait, just here. I'll take them. We can put them in.
He's a pro.
Do you have? These are dessert plate holders. Oh, right there.
Oh my God.
Gauntlet. Put away. Gauntlet. Yeah. I'm gonna put one of these closer to the door.
To Yippee Yapta. Yippee Yapta. Near Guayaquil, and they have the best hats in the world.
Ah, shit.
I bought a 10
Monte
pack.
Cristo.
They're called Panama hats because they sold them to the people building the Panama Canal.
So there was a Catholic padre who, in the 19th century, wanted the people of Cuenca to have some work. Cuenca is now 2.5 hours by car from the coast. where the grass grows.
Yeah, your real Panama hats.
The ones you can roll
The
up.
Cuenca hats, like the kind of tourist hats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I gotta admit, I'm a gringo tourist. Puro gringo aquí. I remember that feeling going from Belize into Guatemala. Belize, they speak English and it's a little more wealthy, and as soon as you cross the border, people were in bad shape. And everything was a little more tense. More poverty.
Our sober driver is missing, I think, with the buses. I'm not going anywhere.
Who needs a ride?
A lot of people?
There's supposed to be 2 buses coming.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. We have a car.
But yo, if somebody could put some gloves on and just scrape this shit off the grass, because we might have a bear.
Okay. A bear? I already got gloves on.
You guys, the food has to be out of here because there are bears around here. It's fine.
This is a bear right here. This is one hairy gay man.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
We love you, Nick.
This should be way more clean than this before you guys go.
Yeah, no, we're not nearly done cleaning yet.
All right. You guys, thank you guys so much. You guys crushed it. Everyone has only said good things about you guys. Killed it. If the shit's done, and you guys can come dance to the DJ party.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, when do we get to Everybody, who wants to work tomorrow?
Everything is gone.
Everything's gone.
Yeah.
Who wants to work tomorrow morning?
Leave it. It's our grad party.
And be paid.
We have grad party.
Yeah.
But like,
I know, Sam.
Wait, there's a grad party?
Said
you're not invited. Suck it.
Fine by me.
Hear my story last night of when his brother Matt was 5 years old. We had a birthday party, and so a bunch of 5-year-olds surrounded a birthday cake, and Matt and I went to the other room, and we heard this hooting and hollering and screaming and yahooing. I ran out of the kitchen. Here's Nick, 3.5, on the kitchen table, dancing on the cake. So I pick him up. I go, Nick, what are you doing? He goes, but Dad, they're laughing. And it was at 3.5. That was it. They're laughing, having a good time. Anyway, I segued to Elise because Nick said he's gonna marry Elise. I said, so what is it that you find in her that wants you to be married to her forever? And he said, Dad, she makes me laugh.
Good evening, everyone. And
to class 2023. I am honored to be here. We inherit the world we live in from the past, but the future is ours to build. A different world is possible. It can only be won by terrific struggle, and it can only be won together. And that is what I want to celebrate most today, that you are joining us in that struggle. You're joining in with all of us here, and all of us around the world. And we welcome your help.